radio scene.
So welcome back, everybody. We slipped into a quick break on you. Have my guest in the building. He is rocking it out at Hot 937 at the parties like crazy lately, hosting. Got some videos going on YouTube. Got his things happening. I got G Money the Prince. Welcome in, everybody.
Hey.
That's good.
That's what Crissy's having, baby.
I'm trying to get you for a while. You know that, right?
Hey.
Yo, I love this dude. When I tell you he has supported me from the beginning, has shown love from the beginning, I can't even. I appreciate you so much.
I mean, there's a lot of people that feel like you got to be in a certain position or work a certain spot and able to be good at what you do. You know what I'm saying? I never felt that way, especially about you. So, you know, I seen your grind. I see what you do. You know what I'm saying? I seen you working your way to the top. And I'm like, yeah, I got to support. Why hate? You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
Where we going to get hating, man?
Yeah.
Cut that out, baby.
What comes around goes around. That's where it gets you,
man.
right?
Show love, man.
All right, so you I mean, you do a lot of stuff, and like one of the things that you really do is, you know, you support CT artists a lot. You do it's Friday Night Spotlight.
It's
right?
Friday Night Spotlight. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that the PD, you know, DJ Buck, shouts to him. He finally gave me the green light to go with it.
Nice.
You know, every DJ in every city could tell you that. You know, we get bombarded by people from the actual city about getting their music played. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I was gonna ask you, like on a weekly basis, how many submissions do you get for that? I can't even imagine. Because you know, everybody and their mother is a rapper.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's just leeway out the hood right now. You know what I'm saying? Forget reading, forget trying to go to college, anything like that. Just be a rapper. So, unfortunately, I get hit up a lot. Especially me now that I started this show. I'll probably say 3 times more than everybody else now.
Yeah, I bet. But I mean, just like people hit me literally. I get like me.
Yeah.
Like literally 50 to 75 songs a day.
Yeah.
So I don't even have, like, I have this, you know what I mean? Whereas you've been doing this for a while and people know you get the interview with it and all that stuff. So I can't even imagine how many songs do you get, man?
Artists, I would say I clean my email. Like I Google, they make me clean it every other day, you know, because your space is going to let you know go up. So I'd honestly say I'm close to like 200 a day.
I believe it.
Honestly 200, because I try and tell artists too, like, you got to build a relationship with these DJs, because you got to realize you're not the only one that sends me an email. You know what I'm saying? So if I look at my email and I have T.I., Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? I got all these things. I'm like, okay, I know them. Who in the hell? All right, you skip. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't know you, when I got 200 emails that came in, yours is going to get overlooked.
Right. I remember KG saying that once. Is like he had said that, you know, a lot of people like, yo, you're not playing my music. He's like, I've never seen you at one of my parties.
Exactly.
Like you know, they don't.
And it's not personal. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, yo, come out, you know what I'm saying, support me and support you. No, it's just like, I want to know who you are.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
I don't have no problem, me especially, showing you no love. But who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying?
Now, one of the things I do, and I take pride in, is I don't hold back. I keep it real.
Of
it
course.
is what it is.
Of course.
How much of your stuff is garbage, man? What percentage do you get is just straight up trash? Like, seriously.
95.
I believe
95.
it. I thought he was gonna say like 65.
No,
so
95.
yeah, you know.
I mean, even the stuff that we have to play is garbage to me.
And do you hear it in the lyrics, the production, the writing? Is it?
You know what? I just get tired of where the game is right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially being an 80s baby, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in the 90s, which to me is the greatest era of music. So it's just hard to listen to what's going on. Yeah, let's do that again. Yeah, we need more people clapping. You know, so unfortunately it comes with the territory. Just like anybody else in their job, there's some things that you have to do, you know, and that's just one of the things, you know what I mean? We have to go and act like that music is hot.
Yeah. And how do you determine who gets on your show, though? How does that work?
That everybody does. You know, everybody gets on the show. I mean, some people have to be more patient than others. You know, like, I try and, at least if you're in CT, you know, Mass, Long Island, I try and get to everybody. But if you have a little bit more of a name, then you get placed ahead of other people.
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm not saying that the guy that just started yesterday is not going to get a shot, but I would like to reserve this show for people that's really going after this business.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So if they out there, I see them grinding. I see they have more than 100 Twitter followers. You know what I'm saying? I seen them at a parties. I seen them opening up at Toast Place or somebody, and just anything. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you. Yeah.
Okay, now you originally went to school for sports related stuff, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you kind of got this thing thrown in your lap
I did.
in a beautiful way.
A beautiful way.
Did you end up going back to broadcasting school?
No.
No.
I say God is too wise to make a mistake. I was supposed to. I went to college to play basketball. The hoop dreams thing. You're not going to the NBA, so I love it. So let me work in the sports field. So I was doing sports marketing, all of that. I was supposed to work for an NBA team. Like I was supposed to have an externship. 2 weeks before I was supposed to go out there, the living arrangement that they had for me, they had a going away party and burned it down.
Oh my God.
So
Wow.
I only had 2 weeks to kind of find an externship. So, I had no money. So I had to pretty much come back to Connecticut. And as you know, we don't have much sports here. So
Right. And you're originally from CT?
I'm originally from Atlanta.
Atlanta.
But I went to high school in here in Connecticut.
Oh,
In
okay,
East Hartford,
okay.
so.
All right. So you and you travel a lot, right? I
Yes.
mean, you've done things in Atlanta, Miami, all
Yeah.
over. Besides Connecticut, because you want to love where you're from. What's your favorite place to go down, work, and party
Of
at?
course, I'm back in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Because it's like partying in Connecticut. You know what I mean? When you have so much family, so many friends, and going, everybody loves Miami. Miami
Yeah,
is a
without a
beautiful
doubt.
situation. Miami is so crazy because now where music is going, it was already in Miami years ago. You know what I mean? All that techno stuff, that fist pump, that's not Jersey Shore, that's Miami.
Right.
You know what I mean? All that bass, all that Latino sound to it, it was right there. You know what I mean? So for me to be in Mansion a couple of years ago and partying, like, what the hell are they playing? You know what I mean? But they going crazy to it.
Right.
Now seeing it now today, like, that's crazy how music works,
Yeah, and it turns up. You also have done a lot with like kids and charities and
that's my
things like
thing.
that. I think one of the things you did was like "We Love Our Students" or something to that effect, right? That was the title. Okay, and it. You see what's going on now. Like the last year and a half, it's been even worse in Connecticut with the violence. So, like, what is your take on that? Like, do you think? I guess what I'm trying to say is like there's so many kids who want to do music. You know what I'm saying? And then like the only thing we really have is like the NIMS, which really isn't for kids.
Right.
Like when it comes to seminars and showing these kids like how hard it really is to make it in this industry.
Yeah.
Do you do anything like that?
When I go to schools to talk to kids a lot. And I try to use the celebrity of being a radio personality just to be cool enough to get through to them.
Right.
Honestly, I don't want to go in there and talk about do music or do this like this. I go in there and really talk about, listen, I know it's hard, but stay out of trouble. I know it's hard, but stay in school. And if you're going to be here every day, in school, why not give it some effort and
Right.
get good grades?
Right.
And you never know where it could take you. Try and work your way up to college. You don't have to go to the big school if you can't afford it. There's community colleges, all type of different ways. But find something that you're good at and try and make a career out of it. I don't always say you got to be a rapper or an athlete. That's a dime a dozen. That's hard to do.
But do you let them know like what the reality is of that and like how hard it really is?
But that's what I tell them. So I'm like, yeah, to be that rapper, like, you know what I mean? How many do you know? But there's millions out there,
Right,
you know?
right.
And so find something that you're good at, you know what I mean? If you, I tell people this, like I try and trick them. I'm like, okay, you want to be a rapper, right? Listen to some of the language that they use. So you got to pay attention in English class.
Right.
So that you know what a simile is, or you know what I mean, just different terms and stuff like that. Oh, so yeah, you can use stuff from English class. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And I'm like, oh, you want to be a rapper? They rich. Well, guess what? You know what I mean? Maybe if you can't be a rapper, you could be their accountant. Pay attention in math class.
Right.
You got to fool these kids nowadays.
You
You need to pay
definitely-
attention. You know what I mean? You got to have
do.
game for these kids, man.
What do you have going on now? Like what's going on?
For me, a lot going on. I started my own company. Being in the game for a while, you kind of see what the mistakes they make, and you know what I mean. You try and take your own aspect of it. So I started Money Nim Entertainment. So I have me, DJ Rex, the Beast. I have
Shouts
DJ
out to
Michi.
Rex. Shout out
that's
to
big
Michi.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I got Money Mike and a bunch of them. Just friends and family. And the reason being is because I want to have an umbrella just for them to get some shine on. You know what I mean? Kind of like something I do for the artists. I think they're very talented, but yet they weren't in a position to really promote themselves to get known.
Right.
I think everybody that knows Rex knows that he's an extremely wonderful DJ.
And
But-
his catalog is ridiculous.
It's crazy. But
Ridiculous.
Rex is Rex,
Right.
and Rex would just always be like, oh, I'm fine right here.
Right.
But I felt like if Rex really gave it the effort, he could be on that top level.
Exactly. So what is your company like? What are you doing? Like, how are you working that out?
I'm trying to get them to travel more, put more mixtapes out so that a national buzz can get out there. You know what I mean? So people aside from just New England or tri-state can get a hold of them, and just a little bit of everything. Got them. We working more, a lot more parties. I know you heard TJ Michi name a lot. You know, a lot, and that's like my pride right there to get my little brother up there. Because Rex is already on a level, so I don't need to work on him in this area. I'm working on him on a national basis. Yeah, and
let me shout out everybody at Hot 937 that has always held me down. I mean, KG, Phenom, Rex, Billy Bush. I went to school with Billy Bush. I used to chase him around in second grade and sing to him. I used to sing to Billy Bush, and he would run away. So, yeah, shouts out to Billy Bush. And, I mean, just everybody there is, like, as always. And shouts out to Jenny Boom Boom. Her and I, like, just recently connected after all this time. And, you know, she's a sweetheart. And Buck, you know, so shouts out to everybody at Hot 937. You guys are definitely holding CT down, and it's a good thing. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years? That's a great question. You know, when I think about myself in the future, I think about myself more personally than I do business-wise, because I gave business so much effort. So I'm kind of hoping to take that next step as far as marriage and children and work on that, but yet put myself in a position where I can still do the things I love to do, like help kids, do more charitable work, and still enjoy being radio. But in 5 years, I should be either on TV or a full-time radio personality.
Do you see yourself branching out, though, and going maybe back towards Atlanta or Miami?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I'll be honest with you, anywhere. Because, you know, in radio, it's a hard game, so you pretty much got to go where the opportunity is.
Right.
So I can't just put my eggs in one basket and be like, okay, I got to wait for Atlanta. That might not never come. You know what I mean? So I'm really go anywhere, really.
Yeah. Now, you, I spoke earlier about the party. It's Asylum and having Vane out and putting people down. Yeah. So what other parties you have coming up?
Parties I do every Saturday. I started something for my company's Money in Them. It's in East Hartford. It's called Sunset Jacks. So I'm there every Saturday. Fridays I'm on the radio from midnight to 3, so I don't really ever party on Fridays. So that's what I keep it. I keep the focus on Saturday. And like I said, being like the boss now, I put my attention more on Rex, Michi, making sure that they're fine, because I'm fine.
So we got to talk.
Yeah.
So we have G Money in the building, everybody. Hot 937 G Money. Any last shout outs before? I wanted you to stay around for my next segment so we can get into my real talk, which is always fun. Hey, man, let me
say thank you to everybody. I don't know if y'all know, I just did a charity event at Nomads in South Windsor for Victoria Soto, the teacher that passed away down in Newtown. They did a scholarship for her at Eastern Connecticut State University. So we did like this little charity basketball thing. So we had the males organization from Eastern come down. They played against the CT artists.
Nice.
That was a real good look. So you talking Rue Williams, Paper Boys, Mook and Fair, Gold, you know what I'm saying, Snacks, Guap, you know what I'm saying, like a whole bunch of CTRs that came together, put together a team. That was wonderful. They played them, and then the winner of that game played the Hot 937 team.
Nice.
Yeah, we beat them bad.
And I was out of town. I was looking at that. I was out of town. I was like, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, shouts to NBC 30. They was there. Shouts to Fox 61 News. They was there. So it's just nice to see that when we do something that is positive, that even the news will pick up on it and things like that. But thank you to everybody that was there, because it's a real good turnout, and we raised a lot of money for the scholarship.
Good. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming through. We're going to take a quick break, but I want you to stick around and have a little fun. You get to let loose here a little bit.
I drove too far.
Restrictions.
I drove too far. Just leave right now.
So we're going to take a quick break. My guest, G Money, the Prince from Hot 937, is going to stick around with us. Make sure you guys tell a friend. That chick Crissy is on. We're about to go in.
Radioscene.com. Radioscene.com.